I just see one and then I see more and then I see it all and then I have to get them and it's bad. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to do better this year with not buying books, but I have caved. I did it bad. I went to the $1 book swap. Everything there is $1.25. It used to be $1. I'm not resentful of that fact. I'm just saying, inflation is normal. But the main point is I bought books. Hi, I'm Anna. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a mini book haul. I wasn't supposed to do this. I was supposed to not buy more books. But there is one reason that I do want to buy more books, and that is for researching my novel, which I will be talking more about at the beginning of October, also known as Preptober, for NaNoWriMo. I will be actually competing in NaNoWriMo, so I don't know how I'm going to find time to write an entire book in November, but we're doing it. So I will give you more updates about that at the beginning of October because it's Preptober, so I will be talking more about that. So a few of these are medieval history books I will be studying for that book that I am researching, and I figured I would start now and buy some books for it so I would kind of be able to have reference notes of like physical books. For me, it really helps to be able to have sticky notes in books if I find useful information, so then I can go back and reference it. So let's get straight into this haul. I only have 7 books, so it's a relatively small haul. I didn't go hog wild. I swear, I'm fine. So the first one I was really happy to find this, and it is the New St. Joseph Daily Missal and Hymnal. It was only $1.25. Everything on this list is $1.25. So I think I spent in total like maybe $9 or something. So this is a Catholic missal and hymnal that traditionally you would bring into church, and it has readings for every single day. I got this equally for my husband and I because my husband just became Catholic, so he's kind of getting used to the whole being Catholic thing, and I always am looking for more meditations and kind of understandings on how to read, biblical text and understand my religion better. The next book I got was Inda by Sherwood Smith. So Sherwood Smith was someone I was a big fan of when I was a teenager. I think I've read every single one of her books at least a few times. I'm sure she's come out with more recent books that I haven't read in the last, 10 years since I kind of got out of reading her, but I own a few of her books already. But this one is one of the few that I haven't owned, or my sister doesn't own, and I was really excited to find this for $1.25 at the Dollar Book Swap. I also got a copy of Penguin Classics, The Heart of Darkness. I read this a couple years ago, and I absolutely love not only Joseph Conrad's writing, but I really enjoy collecting these Penguin editions. I really love these editions of Penguin Classics, so I was excited to find this for $1.25. It's not in the best condition randomly, but for the most part. If you're paying $1.25 for a book, you cannot expect the best book. Now let's get into the medieval texts. So all of these are about the medieval world, these 4. So the first one is The Medieval World by Frederick Heer. And okay, you see how small this book is? This book is bloody heavy. I don't know what it is about this book, if it's like heavy. You know why? I think it's because it has quite a lot of pictures, and all the pages that have pictures are like quite printed on heavier paper. So one of the reasons I got this was because I enjoy all the pictures. You know me. I am excited about pictures. So I believe this is examining the 12th century, the 13th century to the 14th century. So it discusses around like the 1200s, 1300s. My book is going to take place in around the 400s as well as the 1400s. So 2 different eras. So this is kind of in the middle. So I look forward to kind of seeing what the world was like prior to where one of my timelines is set. I also got a book that is really cool, and it's about the Celts from prehistory to the present. And I was really excited because, one, it has absolutely beautiful pictures. And again, everything here was $1.25 per book. So I don't feel as bad spending the money because, again, like in total, I only spent like $9. And interestingly enough, on the front, it actually says price in the UK only. So this was only sold in the UK, which is really interesting. I don't know how it found its way to Ohio, the USA, but it did, and I'm glad it did because it looks like a really good book. Then I also got a Norton anthology of specifically English literature of the Middle Ages. Now, I do have another Norton anthology that has a few Middle Age books. So it has Beowulf. That's where I originally read Beowulf, was for one of my college classes. However, this one is specifically focused on medieval literature. So it has excerpts as well as some completed ones. Beowulf might be complete. Of medieval texts. So I think it has Bede, yes, it has Beowulf. It has the obituary of William the Conqueror from, well, he invaded England around 1066, so a little bit after that. Geoffrey Chaucer, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, of course. It has a few lyrics and poetry collections. Most of the writing during that time was told in like poetry type format, similar to, say, Geoffrey Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales, which I read a couple months ago and really enjoyed it. So even though the thing I don't like about Norton anthologies is that usually it isn't the completed version of whatever is in here. For example, when I read The Fairy Queen, I only read an excerpt of it because that was all that was in the Norton anthology that I read it out of. However, it's a really good jumping off point where, like, let's say you read that excerpt and you're like, this is really good. I want to read the entire thing, which is why I bought an entire version of The Fairy Queen by Edmund Spenser, and I still need to read it. But so that is just an example of, for me, the Norton Anthology is a really good jumping off point to say, okay, this is the medieval literature that was being published and that we know of today. Where do I jump off of? This is the author that they may have one poem by him, but let's see what else he wrote. So this is kind of like a Wikipedia article to me, like where, I mean, obviously it's more factually accurate, but it's like a jumping off point to learn more about whatever era or place you are studying. And the final one is really cool, and it's The History of England by E.L. Lunt. And it was published in the 1940s, 1947, as you can see there. It has a beautiful map of England on the front page. And it starts with prehistoric Britain and moves on to like the Roman era and then the Norman conquest and further on. And I believe it goes all the way up to, the early 1900s. It looks like the last era it covers is actually World War II, and it stops in 1944, which makes sense. That it would stop, during World War II because this was published in 1947. So it is the complete history. Obviously, my focus is more on early and late medieval era, so I won't be focusing on the later eras all that much. But I do want to learn more in general about the history of England. I don't know why I'm suddenly getting into medieval history. Maybe I should blame The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. I'm not sure. I have found that I have been so much more busy with getting a job now that I haven't been really focusing on trying to get videos and make videos that get a lot of views. I went through a period for a while. I was like, okay, if this video I don't think it's going to get many views, I just won't do it. And I think I'm going to change that a little bit. I think I'm going to say, okay, I want to make videos that I want to make. Whatever random video I want to make, I'm going to make. Because you know what? My channel isn't even monetized yet. Like, it's not like I owe anything to my viewers. There's only like 100 or 150 of you on average that watch every single one of my videos. So you know what? I can do what I want. So I will probably be like doing a lot of random videos. So also, if you've heard in this video weird like sounds, it is because, and I will show you here, he has been chewing on a rawhide the entire time I have been recording. So I'm sorry if you could actually hear that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe. I post every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!